What's going on? In today's video, I want to talk about a quote that I found in this book, The Nature of Reality by Seth, channeled through Jane Roberts. And the quote says, "When you move from one area of the country to another, it is because you have changed. And so you are drawn to others with the same kind of beliefs and needs, attracted, therefore, by entirely different natural situations. You will then help perpetuate the characteristic climate to which you travel." So this book was talking about how people's emotions pretty much influence the weather, right? Like, if you think about it, we are part of nature and everything is energy. So based on a big group of people's energy, it'll impact the energy of the atmosphere, the Earth's living energy, and all that stuff. So yeah, it was interesting how in the book it talked about a flood that happened and how it was because of the energy of the people in that area. And I don't know, obviously there's other probably factors as well, that we don't have to get into, but I love that quote because when I read it, it really reinforced why we moved to Nelson from Edmonton. And, I feel like I have changed, right? Like, I feel like the people in Edmonton and just the situation in that place, like, it served a purpose in a sense. And now I'm ready to kind of meet different circumstances, different people with different belief systems. And yeah, and this past week it really reinforced that situation because two amazing synchronicities happened. One was we were at a friend's birthday and we met this guy who's a small scale farmer. So he grows food for the farmers market, and so he has a farm. He knows how to farm, organic farm, and then he also lives in a yurt, which is amazing because we want to live in a yurt. We definitely want to grow our own organic food at some point. That's why we want to buy land in this area. So it's so cool to meet someone who's kind of already doing it. So that was cool synchronicity number one. And then the second synchronicity that happened this week was we both went to a entrepreneur event, a networking event. And at this event, we met this older couple who has 300 acres of land and they run a glamping business. So they have these bell tents that they set up for Airbnbs during the summer season. And yeah, they have like a food forest. They have all these cool things that we also want to do on our land and eventually get there as well. So it's within a couple days, two instances, we meet two different people who kind of are doing similar things that we want to do. And that would never have happened if we lived in Edmonton. So it's so cool to, just read that quote from this book and then reinforce our decision to move here. And then I just love that the universe kind of brings people to us and brings these synchronicities to us that allows us to know, for me, it's okay, cool, I'm on the right track. Keep going down this path, keep doing what you're doing. And I think also another lesson is allowing things to happen naturally as opposed to trying to force things to happen. Maybe a big part of that too might be Joe Dispenza's meditations. I've been doing Joe Dispenza's meditations pretty much almost every day now for the past couple weeks. And he really talks about getting into that space, the quantum field, and really being in that vibration of having that goal achieved. And at that point, when you wake up, he also says you're waking up as in a new body with a new mind in a different time and a different place. And how that ties into everything else that I've been learning too is Bashar talks about we shift through like billions of parallel realities every single second. So the connection I made recently was through Joe Dispenza's meditations. When I get into that quantum state and it's all space and everything's happening at once, then like I'm literally shifting my vibration to that timeline or that parallel reality where our goals have already happened. And then when I wake up, I'm actually waking up again in a different time as a different person because I spent that 20 to 40 minutes kind of shifting there. So yeah, it's super cool. Excited to keep diving into that and keep that habit going, and just accepting the synchronicities that come through and being grateful for them and acknowledging them so that they keep coming through. And yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, just wanted to share that, and I will see you in the next video.